Hey, and welcome to Board Games Unboxed. My name is Dennis, and today we're going to be unboxing Pan Am by Funko Games. Now, today we're going to be doing an over-the-top unboxing, and this is a brand new game, so everything is going to look fancy. Now, speaking because it's brand new, I actually haven't played the game or even looked at any of the rules. I'm just kind of going into this blind, so bear with me when I am looking at all these components, but I'm excited to get started and show you everything that's inside of this box if you decide to purchase, which if you do, I'll have a link in the show notes down below to support the channel, but also go ahead and pick up your own copy of Pan Am. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and hop over to the over-the-top screen. All right, so here we are on the top-down view of Pan Am. First and foremost, because this is going to be a brand new game that we're unboxing, I do have my X-Acto knife here with me, which I love using. Obviously, that means we are opening up a brand new game, so I'm going to leave that there for just a sec. So when we talk about these unboxings, I do want to talk about the aesthetics. Like I said, that's always important to me. This honestly looks really cool. If you know about Pan Am, which I'm assuming a lot of people that are getting this probably do, this looks really awesome. The game is fairly hefty. I think it's about like 4 or 5 pounds possibly, maybe a little lighter than that. But then we also have this right over here on the back end. This looks really nice here. It tells you all, the amount of games that are pieces that are in here. It tells you, 12 and over, 2 to 4 players, and 60 minutes of gameplay. So let's go ahead and take that X-Acto knife and go through and start opening up this box. Now, as we go through and open this up, like I mentioned, this is from Funko Games, so this is going to be exciting to be able to go through and see how they did when it comes to the quality of all of these pieces throughout this game. All right, always a satisfying feeling opening that up. All right, let's see if that makes any fun noises. No, looks good. All right, so this is what we see right over here. I'm gonna actually move this upside down there. Oh, really quick. That actually looks really cool right there. I know these are kind of like little things, but honestly, stuff like this always gets me really, really excited. It's just really cool. Instead of it just being a boring, box on the inside, that just looks really cool. So we see here, first and foremost, of course, is the instructions and the rules. You can go through them, or you can obviously go online and watch some videos, which is what I like to do. Looks like it's easy to read, kind of, standard, rules and everything else as well. All that good stuff too. It has some cool like little graphics here as well too. You can see from down there or, right there. So that's really nice. And of course, the first thing we have after that is going to be the actual board game itself. I mentioned earlier, I haven't actually played the game yet, so some of the pieces I won't actually know what they're for. But that's okay. Sometimes I like to get games that are, going in blind because that's always kind of fun. So I'm not going to be able to fit the full board here, but you can kind of get an idea of what this looks like as far as the world kind of looks a little different here than what we're normally used to. We got the U.S. over there. We got, looks like the Asian continent right over there. We got, looks like right over there we got like Europe. So some really cool areas right over here all across the map. Now there are some kind of like biggish creases right over here, but it looks like it doesn't really impede on a lot of the stuff you have to do as far as, what's on the board, as far as, placements. So that's not going to look like it's going to be too big of a problem. Maybe down here a little bit while we're playing, but we'll see how that goes in with a full review. But overall, I think this board looks pretty cool. Throws me off as far as how, the world looks right there. So go there. All right, and then we have all of these like right over here. These are obviously little things that we're going to be punching out. Of course, I can just open this up with my X-Acto knife, my favorite tool, right over here. So we can take a look at what all of these actually look like. See if there's a couple different ones. All right, so we got just 2 right over here. So it looks like we got the first player token. We got some Pan Am things right here. We got 5s and 1s. We got some other like big punch outs as well too. These look pretty good. I mean, not just pretty much like the standard cutouts across the board. I'll punch them out later unless you guys want to see me punch these out all individually. I'm just kidding. Although I do get a lot of enjoyment out of these. If you guys enjoy punching this stuff out too, hit that like button down below. Helps out the video, but then I know, how many other weirdos like me love to punch stuff out. Then we have these event cards right over here. You can see it tells you the rounds that they belong in, and then it even says it on the backside as well too, so you guys have an idea. This looks really cool. I mean, let me open these up here. Actually, I think this has like a little cut for me already somewhere. I'm just going to go ahead and use my X-Acto knife again. Any excuse to bring this bad boy out. Where's a good place to cut? Okay, so go ahead and cut right over here, just so you can take a look at all of this stuff right over here in real time. So all of these different cards obviously play into the game in different ways, like stock prices going up, expansion and all that too. So that is looking really good. I like the the little pictures on here too. That looks really cool. Kind of goes with the aesthetic of the game. I think aesthetics are really important in games, especially if there's a really cool theme to it. So it looks like we got some cards right over here as well. This looks like the locations. I can't seem to get my X-Acto knife in there. Hold on. There we go. Cut that piece out. These ones are tiny little cards right over here. Get that open there. And then we have all of these. So yeah, these are like different cities on the board right over there. So we got tons and tons of different ones. It looks like. And then we have like, it says stock secret, or secret stock, I should say. So right there, obviously there are different icons on here. So destination and then directive. So at least that way you can separate them, but it comes packed into one. So these look like, some of them say expansion, end of game. So that way you know when to do those. And right over here, look, even over here, this looks so cool. And by the way, I love when games have like these nice inserts to be able to put everything away nicely and organized. Let's see how these all look right over here. All right, so this looks like the money. This honestly looks really cool right over here. So certificate of stock, actually not money technically, unless that's how the money is played in the game. But yeah, it's just one stock all across the board until you get to the 5 stock here, which is cool. I actually love talking about stocks and stocks in general, so that'll be a really cool element for me in the game, just because I do like that. Obviously, we got the planes, but before we do that, it looks like we got some nice little trays in here. So that's always a really cool thing. I like when games kind of come with their like preset trays. Obviously, I got some personally myself. They're just like glass little trays, but this is a cool feature too, to have those coming along. Before we get to the planes, because those of course are like the big ones, we got these little cubes. It looks like these are the player cubes right over here. So just nice, kind of basic cubes, nothing too special. They're not wood, they're like made out of plastic. So those are nice there. We got a cool looking die, it looks like. Awesome. So we got a cool looking die, has the logo. It's kind of indented right over here too, which is kind of cool. And then it has these little logos. I don't know what those are for the game yet. Like I said, I have not even actually looked at the rules. I just went on a whim with this game. It comes with a little stand here, probably for some cards. I know, we're going to get to the planes. We'll definitely get to them because they look already pretty cool. So let me open this up here. All right, so this looks like every player card. So those will go along the side with the different colors that you can choose from. So cool colors, I think. Kind of feels a little retro as well, because it's not like regular red or like the regular green we get in most games. So I like those right there. All right, so now it's time for some of these planes. So obviously these are going to be all 4 players, each get their own set. So they're going to be the same thing. So I'll just go into one of them and not necessarily every single color here. But we can see these little planes right over here. There's different shapes and sizes of all the different planes. Let me hold this up to like something different here so you guys can kind of get a better idea of what this plane looks like. If I had a banana for size reference, I would have one here for you guys, but no bananas at the house. But at least here you can kind of see on the back end of this a little bit better. Looks cool, honestly. I like that look a lot. Let's see what other pieces they have here. So they have like little planes right over here. That looks really cool too. I like that a lot. It has little feet on them too, little tires like that. And then let's go through the rest of these. Looks like mostly just more of the same. And then we got, of course, some other player pieces that are going to go on the board as you continue to play the game. So we got something like this one right here. This one looks like a tower. Get that focus there. Looks like one of the towers there. So I guess that's probably going to go into like different cities. So yeah, just all of those all together. But again, if we kind of move everything out of the way, You could see here, this actually comes out as well too if you for some reason didn't want that in there, and you would just get this right over here at the bottom. But yeah, that's going to be all of the different pieces from right over here. So let's hop back over to the other side and kind of give this a score when it comes to the quality and the aesthetics of all the different pieces that come with this game. Now, as always, we like to give a score just based off of the aesthetics and the looks and the feel of the components, not necessarily the game itself in these type of videos. So for this one, I'm actually going to give this a 5 out of 6 die. I think all the components look really good. They feel good. The box looks awesome. The logo is really cool too. So I think across the board, they did a phenomenal job with just the aesthetics of this game. And I'm so excited to play this game and maybe leave you guys a review here in the near future. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Now, if you want to pick up a copy of the game, again, I will have a link in the show notes down below for you, as well as several other links to help support out the channel if you want to go ahead and purchase this game. Now, if you want to keep on watching some more game content here on the channel, check out my next video right over here. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in that next video.